Okay, here we are again. We are trying this alternate, I guess it's a cloud sword build, sort of. It's basically cloud chaos uh, sword thing. Let me show you what we're gonna do. Cloud sword, uh, what is this, Moonshade is what we need to get. We also need to get cloud sword, flash wind. Well, we don't need to, but it would be great. The main attack here is this flow cloud chaos sword. That's going to do 6 times 2. But the big thing is to have these cloud sword moonshades, which are going to have stacked attack, which are going to increase these attacks. So we want to have multiple attacks. We need this cloud sword moonshade to make this deck work. We also are going to do, hopefully, find this divine walk Fulu because we need the chi to make the flow cloud chaos sword work. Those are the main cards. We can do with alternative sources of chi, but it's not going to be as effective. And of course, using chase cards is going to make it faster. We're going to do this. Let's look at the character. At this Yi Xian. Okay, so their first ability is we can exchange a card for free, which is important. We'll have one free exchange. We're going to save our exchanges for the later rounds, and I'll talk about that in a moment. So having this free one's going to be great. Sword in Sheath means when a card doesn't have an attack on it, we'll get 3 defense automatically. So some of our cards that are going to give us chi won't be attacks, and of course that moonshade doesn't give us an attack, so this gives us a little bit of an opportunity not to get as much damage as we would normally get by having the 3 defense. Okay, so endurance as cloud sea is that allows you to activate the keyword cloud sword. So if a card requires cloud sword hit, this means you don't have to play a cloud sword to get that keyword activated. So this will just, floating will have that activated. So anything that triggers off the word cloud sword will be triggered. Shade of Cloud, basically whenever we get reduced past 1 destiny, so we'll get reduced to like 0 or whatever. It doesn't matter, negative, whatever. We'll still be in the game. It's like a get out of jail free card. It's 1 destiny. We'll be put at 1 destiny no matter how bad it was. So let's say if we went to negative 13 destiny, we don't lose the game. We're back in the game, but we're at 1, and we only get 1 of those. So all of those are good. This last thing, the Spring Course T, it's a card, and I'll show you the card. You drag that onto a card, and it'll advance the card from. It'll advance the card from a level 1, or it'll advance it 1 level up, which is going to be really important for us. Hey, Alan, how's it going, man? Yeah, it is. I haven't been able to get first place with it yet. I've gotten lots of top 4. I've gotten some second places, but I haven't gotten first place. I think it's because I keep screwing up the placing of the intent in the cards, and I keep screwing up and using the intent up when I don't need to. Some of that is on me. Some of that is just some of the decks I've been playing were just anti this deck in the later rounds, but we'll see. So we'll look at the cards we're trying to get. We're in the Cloud Spirit World Sect. We're just going to build whatever we can in this first meditation phase. We're probably going to be looking at sword intent, ways to keep it, ways maybe to make chi. Maybe we'll save some cards that have chi in them. When we get to the foundation phase, here there's not a whole lot we can use. There's some interesting things we can do with getting chi and intent, but it's going to be very tactical. We're just going to do the best we can. When we get on to the Virtuoso phase, then stuff starts getting fun because we could use Cloud Sword Necessity because that gives us multiple attacks, and it allows us to ignore the defense on the following card. Tri-Peak Sword is going to be great as well because it could possibly fit in the last part of the build. Some of these other cards, not so much. Cloud Dance Rhythm I usually throw in there if I can't find better ways to make chi. And it might make it to the end build if I can't find that Fulu Walk thing. But let's go on into the Immortal phase. We're trying to find Cloud Sword Moonshade. That's the card that make the deck work. Without that card, this isn't a deck. Flow Cloud Chaos Sword as well. These two, this combo is the card. I mean the thing. Cloud Sword Flash Wind is also amazing because that'll allow us to speed up a little bit. As long as I don't screw up and put that in the wrong spot if I'm looking at intent, I usually get my intent eaten up by that card before the multiple hit cards, and I screw that up. In the Incarnation phase, we could possibly use the Dragon Realm, but it's just, we'll just see how it shapes up. What's the best thing to do? The bad part about that is that it has to injure to chase, but maybe we'll be in a position where that's not a big deal. Let's see what Alan has to say. It's really good at tough. Front loading your damage. Right. Yeah, there's a lot of building up at the very beginning, and that's a good idea, is doing a front loading. So Alan's talking about front loading, which means do as much damage as you can early because that's the build up. Like in this deck, let me pull it out here. In this, whoops, wrong thing. In this deck, if someone can do the most amount of damage right here in the front, I'll have some defense, but I'm not attacking. So that's going to hurt. Here, let's see, on this one, there's no defense on the card, so my dude's natural ability will give me 3 defense. Here, with the defense plus mine, will be 6. Then that's half to 3, and then another 6, so that'll be 6 plus this 1 defense, which is 7 if I were to play this. But the most amount of damage, I mean, they could kill me before I start really attacking them, which is a good little thing to do. And in general, people need chi, so they'll get chi at the very beginning of their build. And so you can really screw them up by doing it at the end. Let's talk about the side job. We'll look at the Fuluist. There's some interesting ways to get chi and do damage. Something I was playing with earlier today was, what was it? One of these that did, I think it was this Mist Fulu, just doing like 6 damage, consuming and getting the chi, because in the later ones it does more damage and I can use the chi. This one also is good as well. Fire Cloud Fulu. It consumes, but it does a lot of damage if you can get multiples. But what we really need, and the only reason we're using Fulu, is so that we can get this card, Divine Walk Fulu, which is how we produce our chi. See, at the very bottom stage, it produces 2 chi. And in this last build we're looking at, that's all we need is the 2 chi to get 2 Flow Cloud Chaos Swords. This is what we're going to go for. We'll see what happens. We might play 2 ranked matches if we can't get it done the first time around. We're going to try. So let's see if there's anything else we need to talk about. I think that's about it. As far as the rhythm, meaning how we're going to go through each phase, is going to be pretty straightforward. We're going to jump us to the next phase as soon as we can. With the exception of the first phase, we'll just see how things are if we want to jump. It's nice to jump into the next phase because it gives us the 3 defense. And if we're building chi, a lot of those cards don't have enough defense to really block us, and having that safety net for the chi that we're building would be great. But we'll just see what we have. We're going to play a little bit tactically. So let's play and see. We've got our character. We're ready to go. Let's go. We're in ranked. Let's do it. Let's see if we can at least make top 4. We're going for number 1 spot. As soon as I make number 1 with this deck, I'll probably put it aside because there's a couple of other interesting decks that I want to make. This one, I've played it a lot over the last 3 or 4 days, trying to make number 1. I've made number 2 several times. I've made number 4 quite a bit of time, or top 4, but it has gotten me better. It might just be my stage in learning the game, better at aligning the cards in the proper spots. Now, as the day goes on and as I get more tired, I'm less good at that. But we'll see. We'll see how we do. All right, we were in build mode, meaning my head's in the top corner. See if I can remember that. All right, so here we have some chi. Do we need it? Yes, we do need it. We could do that. Let's go ahead and do our free trade. There it is. We'll go ahead and stack that. That gives us 2 chi, so we'll go ahead and do that. We don't have sword intent, so we can't take the benefit of that. We're saving Wind Sword to go after Flying Fang if it happens that we get intent in the next round. Looks like we're very similar, except they went first. And they have 2 giant tiger swords, which puts us at a little bit of a disadvantage. And that's the kill. That's just how it rolls sometimes. -3 destiny, not a big deal. Of course, I'd rather not be minus any destiny. Let's see. So we get 1 trade, so let's go ahead and trade here. And let's see what we're going to do. This is kind of cool for the intent. So what we could build is that and that. I want to keep this card for the next round. I do think, though, because this is going to be 2, so 6, so that'd be 10 there, 8 there. We need the chi there. Let's go ahead and do that. That's probably going to be better in the long run because that's going to be 12 instead of 10. And this is going to give us 10. But this is going to keep our intent to go to the next one. If we can injure them, we'll try that. Let's go into play mode. Let's see. We could get rid of this. See what happens. Okay, there looks like they have a Cloud Sword build, so they're going Cat Lady Cloud Sword. I've heard of that build. I kind of want to build it. It does something. Somebody told me about it yesterday about, or was it the day before? About the build being able to basically buy chi or use chi for attacks. I need to look into it. I'd hate to say it's stuff that I don't really know. I'm going to trade this one off. Nice. We'll add that together. 2 to get to the next phase, which would give us a little bit of defense. That would be great. How do we want to do that is the question. We want to add this here. Then we only need to do is get rid of 1. And we're going to get rid of this. I don't know if that was a good idea or not. We'll break through. We'll get that 3 defense that we need. That's going to do that. And we don't have the chi for that, but if we did this, that's going to get us 11 there. And then we'll have a defense here and defense there. Maybe that's good, maybe that's not. We'll try that. I'm not going to trade it off in case I decide to pivot to that card. Okay, we have 3 defense. They didn't do anything, so that's good and bad because we didn't get to use our defense. That sucked. But we have a lot of defense right there. The only thing that's really going to hurt is that force of... Oh, they didn't have force of water. Cool. So we're doing pretty good. Here's some defense. Their defense. We hit them for 5 and then 6, so that's 11. Oh, they got us with force of water. Cool. -5 destiny. We need this for our build, so in the mortality phase, this guarantees that we'll get it. We're going to confirm it. And let's see what we're going to do here. This is nice. So what we could do... Let's get our free trade and see what our options are. We don't have that free cloud hit, otherwise that would be nice. Maybe we can do that 6 damage. This will give us that last chi, but that'll consume. Hopefully we can kill him before we get back to here. I don't know. I think we're going to try that. Let's go back into play mode. If I get a loss, It's okay. It's still early. We're basically just trying to survive into the later rounds to get this build going. -6, that's cool. That's not cool. That'll give us a little bit. Just like one defense. There's some defense for us. Oh, it happens to be at the same time they're doing defense. That was a hard hit right there at the end. Okay, cool. Okay. We need 8 to get to the next thing. I kind of like this. So how can we do it? We can do that. But we don't have enough to do this. Oh yeah, we do. Oh wait, we want this. And that's 3, 1. Oh, we've got the 2 chi there. Which is doing that. Let's do a free trade. Which will be here. And that's great. We'll go ahead and move this up. The intent will still follow through, but we'll just want to get him hit earlier. Actually, let's go ahead and move it there because it doesn't use the intent. I can still move it earlier if I want to. About there. That's probably, I can go all the way to there. Let's do that. Yeah, it was weird coming back to this character since he's like, you know, the guy you start with. -15, that was good. But I mean, I think I'm definitely playing him better than I played when I first got it. You know, the first time I first started playing, man, I suck. So it's good to come back and to see, you know, how you've improved. And we got that win. Go in the build. Let's see. We're going to go and break through. Going to take that one away. That one away. We're not going to mess with that. And which other one do we want to do? We'll go ahead, unfortunately, and get rid of that. Break through. This will give us our free cloud hit. So since we have the free cloud hit, we'll hold that. We don't really have the chi to do the other one. This is nice. That's a tough one. The 3 intent would be cool to carry over. And say screw the defense. That would be kind of good. So we've got 3 intent coming here. I kind of want to go there because that would be 3, 6, 9, 12. Oh, I needed to switch those two. I screwed that up. So far, who's your favorite character to play? What do we have? Did they give us weekend or something? Yeah, I've got that in the wrong order. And it's not good. Maybe if I had it in a different order, I'm not sure. That would have been done better. Let's see. Well, we want to upgrade that for sure. I'm going to trade out the Dorito. That's good. This gives us intent that floats. This intent isn't used there. Intent isn't used there. Let's go here to carry the intent over to there. Multiple attacks. Hopefully. Actually, the bad part is to get this intent. We're just going to do that and get the intent going there. 1, 2, 3, 4. How much chi do we have? 2, 5. We could do this one on the end, but that 13's better. Let's get rid of that and let's just abandon that. So what are we looking at? Oh, I got the intent thing wrong. See, I'm making mistakes. There's 2 intent there. Doesn't get used up. We take 15 or 20 damage there. Because they just lose the life, which is cool. They got hardcore, whatchamacallit, shield or defense. That'll give us intent on our last hit if we get there, and we didn't get there. Cool. Let's see if we can build it just a little bit better. Do we have enough chi to add that one at the end? We don't. Didn't think we did. Okay, so let's do our free trade. Let's do a couple more. Maybe. Let's do that. 13. That's cool. That makes that 16, though. So, don't know. This is better there. That intent goes there. This intent comes back up here, which will be there. That's cool. I'm going to keep this one just in case. We'll get rid of the well. And we'll probably be in a better spot in the next round to go through the next phase. All is not lost. I love that. There's a little bit of defense on our end, but it didn't get used. We still have 2 intent. Gave him a little bit extra damage there. A little kiss goodbye. There's a little bit of intent on that sword for quite a bit. Not enough. Let's see. We need to get to the next. We'll do that. And we'll get rid of that. Breakthrough. That gives us our free death. Okay, so I'm gonna take this down. No, actually, this is the trade we have to make here and here. Let's see if we can find another moonshade. I mean, a moonshade in this. That's in the phase that we need to find it. Go ahead and do that. Oh, that's... Do we want to do it? Yeah, we're going to do it. We'll go ahead and just run it like that. Basically taking the loss for the cultivation. We need this here. $16. A little bit of defense. Of course, they didn't attack. I hate when that happens. Ouch. And it keeps our intent. Don't like that, and that's death. Okay, so we need to find Moonshade. Otherwise, we can just forget this build. That's good. That's good as well. The build is starting to shape up. Oh, that's good, but I'm going to have to... I probably should have gotten rid of that one instead. Desperately looking for the Moonshade. No Moonshade. No luck. We'll trade that, though. And let's do... We need this one here. And we'll go ahead and move out that one. Oh, let's do a chase into there. No, that's... We need the intent there. And that speeds it up a little bit. And then we'll go ahead and get rid of here. in here. Let's try it. Okay, cool, man. Definitely. Thank you for stopping by. They've got Moonshade. I need that Moonshade. Ouch. That was cool. That was like 20 damage. Or close to 20. That was, what? 16? Oh, that was a lot more. Barely made it past that. Didn't make it past that. So, we're doing much better. Might be too late, but we're doing better. Let's see if we can get what we need. It would be nice. We'll go there. Nice. We'll do that. Yeah, if we had the Moonshade, we'd be in a better spot. Yeah, I think we're just going to have to wait it out. We could switch that and do that. And that's probably better. Oh, that ignores that one, though. So, something like that. And that gets us here to get that, which gets us that, I think. Hopefully I got that right. We'll see. We're in last place trying to climb. Moonshade, which I really want. That sucks. Got some defense, a little bit. Blocks a little bit of that. 16, which is good. We still have our... A little bit of that got through. Not much. Not enough. That gets us some intent. 4 intent. Oh, so close right there. So close. So very close. All right, well, we have one death that we can take, that we have. Come on, Moonshade. No Moonshade. So, things aren't good. Things aren't good at all. This is kind of nice, but we're going to go with what we have. Who are we playing against? A life deck with cutting weeds as a good source of damage and thunder and lightning. Do they have hex for thunder and lightning? I don't see any hex for thunder and lightning. Still, badass fucking card. Without the Moonshade, we are dead in the water. How much defense did they have in the very beginning? No defense, but a shit ton of life. Or ways to get life. $16. That was like 21. Chase into there. Almost 30 damage there. Almost. So close to 30 damage. And we got it. Cool. So let's hope for Moonshade. We'll get rid of that. Breakthrough. Go ahead and do that. Let's get... we'll do that. That. It'd be nice, but I don't think we can do it. We'll just see if we can find Moonshade. We kind of need to save that for Moonshade. Oh, that's nice. Decisions. Do we... what is it going to be? Oh, it's a whole nother attack. I don't think I can do it, though. I'd like to. I don't think I can do it. I'm going to go as is. What are we playing against? Oh, something ugly. We got the fire deck. Yeah, that's going to be harsh. I'd like to use this card, but to take that to 6. But I really need Moonshade, and this is... I can take 1 loss. If I don't have Moonshade, basically this deck's dead in the water anyway. I might have should have stayed in that older phase. 8. I lose some life. We've got a little bit of defense, but it's not going to matter because they're directly taking the life away from me. Ouch. That was like 21 damage, I think. Chase into that. Will I get that last hit is the question. No, I didn't. Okay. So actually, in that case, it would have been better to go to upgrade the Chaos Sword. We need Moonshade. There we go. Okay, so that puts us in a different world. Let's go ahead and do some trading. Okay. We do need some chi. And that does all of those except for that one. What will we trade out? We'll have to trade out this one. And let's do a little bit more. Okay, so what we'll do here is we'll go ahead and upgrade there. That provides the chi for those 3. Maybe. And maybe. If I took this one out, I could do that. And take that out. Actually, we should go there. And do something like that. Oh no, because that gets consumed there. And we'll just throw that on the end for the fuck of it. I'm sure that it could be a better way to do it. I'm almost certain. The Moonshade's going to help. We're on our last leg. Ouch. We got some defense. That's cool. We're going to chase into that, which is all right. That was a lot of damage. Not enough to kill him. Ooh, that was a lot of damage. And that was enough to kill him. Cool. We're still in. We're at 1 and a prayer, as they say. Draw a card. Got 5 exchanges. Give us something we could use. Okay, so let's think about what we have. I think we might have the... Let's see. We've got 2 chi, and that's how we're using our chi. We can't do anything with chi unless we get this upgraded. So let's not worry about that. Let's not worry about that. We're just going to run it. Not going to look back. We'll burn our own bridges. So we can't go back. What are we playing against? Oh, shit. Yeah, we just don't have the luck, do we? It's not going to be fun. Did all 5. Earth, fire, wood, water. Where's their metal? I don't see metal. Let's check it out. Well, we didn't get last. Got a little bit of defense. We don't need it for that. A little bit more defense. Don't need it for that. More defense. Don't need it for that. Lots of damage. There's their big hits right there. That hurt. Do that. That's going to give us the win there. Cool. We'll take it. Ooh, Moonshade. There. Give us some better stuff. Sweet. Okay, so now if we can get... we're not going to do that. We can get the Fulu Walk. We'd be in business. Okay, so this multiple attack will be better at the end. And we'll save this in case we can find another one, and we'll just double up on that. If we don't have to go another way, we're still in it. We're not second to last. So far, maybe we're in 6th place. We did a lot to get here. I kind of want to do this one up here, and to make sure that this flow sword's gonna hit its mark. We have a chi build here. Oh, we can't trigger chase, so this isn't gonna matter. The chase isn't gonna matter, so that might... I didn't have time to pull it out. Well, at least we don't rely too heavily on chase. We only have the 1 chase card. That was nice. That's going to slow us down as far as having chase. Almost killed them there. And they got us right there at the end. Had we not had that chase card in there, that would have been game. Live and learn. 5th place. We're going at it again. Same build. Same stuff. Nothing new. Except for the cards. Let's go for it again. We are trying for 1st place with this deck. That would have been hard anyway, with what we were looking at. Touchstone. Psilocybin. Okay. What are we going to do here? There's some chi. There's a big attack. If we do an injure, we can attack again. There's the chi to power it. We're not going to do any of this Cloud Sword Mass. We'll go ahead and exchange it. We're not going to go back that direction. It's not really good what we have. And I should have exchanged those two. Those last two should need to be exchanged. It's the only way I can guarantee the injury to get that 2nd hit. So that's a mistake on my part. Again, steadily screwing up. But luckily, I still have it. Luckily, they didn't have the defense to capitalize on that. Fuluist, confirm, switch those. Because that, it'll ignore that to allow that to hit. Let's make 1 exchange. First, we'll do that. And we'll exchange this defensive card. Let's go ahead and double that up. And We'll just add the Fulu in there for the consumption. And we'll play that and see what he do. What'd he do? Check my messages, make sure everything is good. Good. So we're gonna attack. I mean, we're gonna go first, get 2 chi, ignore the next thing, and the next defense they have. So we're gonna hit. We should guaranteed hit, which will be 6, and then since it's gonna guaranteed hit, it's gonna do an injury, which gives us another 8. Next one, hopefully, we'll hit a lot of that 10, and then with the sharp metal Fulu, we'll hit for 8, and it'll consume. So the next time around, that card will be gone. So let's see what happens here. Okay, we've got our guaranteed hit there. Boom, 6, and then an 8. We hit them for 10. It brings them all the way down to 18. That dings them down to 10. And that's a kill. We can always take those early kills because later we're going to take a lot of damage. Okay, so we'll do that. What are we going to do here? We're going to exchange our free exchange. I like that. Although we don't have a use of it yet because we don't have the chi to make it work. So both of those will run on that. So we might just let... I don't know. This is a tough one. We need more chi. We don't have any intent, so that's not the greatest. Go ahead and upgrade there. And that'll allow that to hit our play. We'll go ahead and bring that closer to the front. We'll break through. This will give us our defense on this card because it's not attacking. And I think it'll give us defense on this card because it doesn't attack. So what does it say? Yeah, I'm not attacking, so it'll give me a defense there too. So let's go with it. Let's see what he do. Okay, 3 defense. They hit us for 5 that got through. We hit them for 13. We have 5. Another, what was that? 11. 10, which is cool. Hit them for 11, but they had defense up. Ouch. That's not good. And that kills us. They had enough hex to get through us. That's fine. None of these cards are part of that last build, so we're going to have to do the draw a card. We get 1 exchange. We've got 3 chi. 1 exchange. We do have this. Let's go ahead and exchange here. There's our free exchange. Didn't really do much. I'm going to do 1 more exchange. Let's just see what happens. Nothing great. What do we do? That's a 6 attack, which is better than the 3 that's standard. I kind of want to put this in there to get my 11, but it's going to consume. But it's a guaranteed hit, and it gives us some defense. I'm going to run it like it is. Probably a mistake. They attacked us for 2, made it through, no problem. That 2 got through. Right there, 13 of ours got through. Another 13. Oh, that was 11, actually. 10, which is cool. 11 and kills him. Cool. All right, so we'll put these 2 together. We need 7 to get to the next thing, so is there anything we can do? We'll put these 2 together. That's 6. That'll give us a cloud sword, which allow this last one to hit if we put 1, 2, 3. It's not good enough. We don't have enough exchanges and stuff. So maybe we can trade for an exchange. It's 5. We're just going to have to do it. And wait. Next turn we'll be able to break through, and that'll give us the Cloud Sword name. the activated name so we can use Cloud Sword stuff and not have to screw around. Although this, I should have probably switched here because I didn't realize I had a Cloud Sword in play, so the next card would have worked. Boom, we only got hit by 3 because we had some defense. That hit them for 10 because they had some defense. 2, so 8 total. Only 7 got through. Ooh, all 11 got through there. Which is cool. Oh, they got some healing. Now they have some defense, so that pretty much blocks that. No good anymore. But we're a little faster because we've removed a couple of cards. And we killed them. Good. I'm glad. Obviously. Alright, we'll get into the next thing. Alright, 3 cards to get into the next round. I kind of like that card once in a while. So let's... What are we going to do? We get rid of this card. We're going to go ahead and fix that. Let's maybe do that. And let's go ahead and switch on through. Do that and that. Break through. That gives us our Cloud Sword hit. We'll exchange here. Couple, nope, no good. We'll wait it out. Take a look here, make sure everything looks good. Sword Intent makes that one better. Multiple card attacks probably do that better to work with the intent. Yeah. We'll go ahead and switch those two to get a harder hit earlier. Because it's always good to get a harder hit earlier. Unless, of course, rock, paper, scissors, they have a block in that area. You just never know. 11. Oh, that's 13. Sorry. Another 13. Oh, 12. Hit him for 11. 10. Will we get our... No, we won't. -9. That's fine. Fine. Exchange here. Nothing really stands out. We really need exchanges for the last round. I should have done that last turn. If it was there, I don't remember. This intent goes there. We're going to run with that. We really need to get, hopefully, soon into the next phase. We need to get to 36. We're at 28. I think we'll be close. Three defense. Our next hit will guarantee hit, which will be our 13. Bam, bam. 13. Another 13. They hit us for 8. There's not quite 13. That was like, what? I didn't see like 4 hit or some shit. Oh, that kills us. -13. I like that. Of course, I like that. I like that better. Now that we can do that. Exchange for free. Let's do 1 exchange. Doesn't really help us. This multiple attack. Do we have any intent coming? We don't. Get rid of that. And we'll just get rid of that. Maybe it was a pipe dream. I probably might have needed to save it for my last part of the build. But we'll see. So we're going chi +3, then ignore, and then chi +1, and then we'll -10 to them. It'll consume it. And the next card will activate for one of those chis and do 6. It should hit because of the first card saying ignore the next hit. So we'll hit them for 13 right there. And let's see. Hopefully we can hit them for 13 3 times in a row for 39. That puts it some defense. Defense doesn't matter against just losing life because they didn't make an attack. Defense is for attacks. So there's 13. Cool. Another 13. Another 13. Ouch. 11. And do they have another attack? And we're dead. Vicious. Okay, so we need to get to the next phase. We're not going to do the well. Boom. Let's start exchanging. We need Moonshade. I like that, but it's not really used. Okay, there we go. So what we need to do here is put the Moonshade there. And we need multiple attacks. So go there. We need, actually, that's pretty good with that and that. Let's continue exchanging. Another Moonshade would be great. We could use that though. There's our Moonshade that we needed. Our next hit will guaranteed hit. 6. That puts us some intent. So it's 4 times both of these. They have serious amount of defense there. Look at all that defense they have. Oh, that's dirty. Freaking Spirit Cat Sword's ugly. All right. Let's do some exchanging. Okay, I probably should have paired those 1 cards together. I'm desperately looking for Moonshade. All right, so this needs to go here. We'll go ahead and do that. We don't necessarily need that. We need multiple hits. And we could just put that in for the multiple hits. Which doesn't mean we don't need that if we're not doing any other cheese stuff. Oops. Oh, we do need it. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. I like this better than that. And we need to switch those two. Didn't have the time. Too much thinking on my part. Unfortunately, it's going to get sucked up right there. Ouch. And here's our loss. Okay. We already know how to improve it. We need to switch these two. Go ahead and put that there, put that there. And let's start mining the deck. We need that, and it goes here. Then we need this intent. Go there. This goes there. Don't need that anymore. That goes here. Do that one more. And this can go We'll just take that out. We're just going to glide through. Let's see what that does. It should do like 28. When this one hits, we'll see. All right, let's see what we're up against here. We took 7, I think. Some blocking in there. That's good. That was all blocked. There. Sweet. Chase into multiple attacks. That's pretty good. Lose 4 life. That's not great. And that kills him. Good lord. Thank God. Thank God. Alright. We have 4. We're keeping that just in case. It's a thought. It's just a thought. I would much prefer 3 stacks of flaw would make this do a lot more damage. We can try it. Let's see what it do. I think the problem is that this one only affects the original attack. But I don't know, it may be because we were doing what, 7 damage before, 2 plus 3, so 5, 6, 7 total. So we'll see how much damage we're doing. Don't need that one. That's gone away. That's a pipe dream. I shouldn't, so I'm keeping it. No, we're not. Burn those bridges. Never look back. Let's see what we do's. We're pretty much doing like direct attacks, making us lose. There we go. There's an actual attack. Yeah, we did 9 per hit that time instead of 7. That was good. Chase. This chases into that multiple attack at the end. That's close. Not enough, though. And that kills us. Minus 16. We're still in the game. We'll break through, which we need to do. We'll get that course T. Ooh, nice. Get another one of those. Okay, so this is a different game now. Let's see. We need this here. This chi is going to make sure that attacks. Kind of need to do that. I kind of need to do that. And let's go ahead and do that. I think that's good. I don't know. We're going to try it. We don't need that anymore. It's worth a try. We've got 1 death available to us in case we die. Meaning if we go down, we're at 6. If we lose Destiny to 0, we will be out of the game, but we have 1 that'll bring us back to life and put us at 1. We're going to do a hell of a lot of damage right here, though. Maybe not enough. Oh, they got that card I want. That's that Chase Divine Fulu. That Divine Walk Fulu, whatever. Look at all that damage. There's some blocking. Maybe they'll actually... Nope. Look at that damage. We can't do 100 right there. We just... Not fast enough. Okay, so we're still there. We've got 8 exchanges. We need this over here, Cloud Shade. Ooh, that'll work. Cool. We'll do this. We'll go ahead and do that. Chase into that. And chase into that. And upgrade there. Who are we fighting? Okay, maybe. Maybe it's fast enough. We're just going to give that up. It's a cool card in the combo. It does a little bit more damage, but not enough. You know what? We need that guaranteed chase into there for that first hit. Because I don't have an ignore. So that's what we're going to do. All right, so we're not 8th. We might be 7th. And we'll see. So we don't have to play this again. Okay, that gives us some defense. Nice. And some stacked. Here comes our massive attacks. Okay, and then that gives us a chase into there. Okay, if we can make it around, which I don't know if we can. Can we? Oh, we couldn't. That's game. 7th. Good Lord. We're going to try one more time. We just can't get this deck to do its thing. A lot of things have to line up. Put ourselves in build mode. Okay. Do we have the chi? We have chi there. That really is not very good. Let's get our free exchange. Let's do that, maybe. We'll run with that. I don't really like it. See what our options are in the second round. Yeah, it doesn't look good. But I've seen worse. Okay, we'll attack for, what, 13? And that kills him. Good. Nice. Okay, we're gonna go Foolist. Let's draw the enchantment. Add 1 attack for every 5 cultivation. That's pretty cool. See if we can use that. Go ahead and up here. That's 3 intent, which goes on both of those attacks. I think that's going to be our next best thing to do. We're not going to do this, and we're not going to do that. We'll keep this just in case. The multiple attacks we need. Let's see how that does. Okay, depending on the timing, which I don't think it's in our favor, but it might be. We'll see. -8, that's not good. Yeah, we're out. Okay. Alright, we need to save that for later. Or we can go ahead and use it. Let's do our free exchange. Let's exchange here. Let's do that and that. Let's break through so we can get our defense up. And we'll do that. Because that's 8 and that's 8 as well. But this one actually comes with defense because of our ability. Intent here will go twice. It's not too bad. Let's see what they're building. Something a little similar. We're able to not block one of those. That's a big hit on their part. Nice. Be consumed. Then we go 4. It's looking good. Some defense for their attack. That second part was blocked totally, and that killed him. Cool. Let's go in the build. So what's up, dude? Let's see. We need that card, and now we just need to find Moonshade in that round. So we're going to go here. We only have 1 chi. So we're going to have to go there. That intent buffs that up. I would like to use that if I had the chi for it. Let's go ahead and just do 1 exchange and see what happens. That's not bad. There. I don't like where it's at though, but I think it has to be there, which means now we can do that and those 2. We should have doubled up there. My mistake. If we lose by a couple of points, it's because of that. I didn't pair up the Thunder. 10 defense. That's completely blocked. That hit him for 9, and then 10s for 19, which is great. Hit him for 6. They hit us for 8. Hit them for 8. They hit us for 5. They'll lose life. And can this next hit get through? And it kills them. Cool. I don't deserve that win with that mistake. Let me fix that error. The error is this needs to be there. Okay. So let's get our free exchange. We're not ever doing the well. That's nice. Okay, this goes for 5, 6, 7, 8 damage total. It's not bad. And this isn't really doing a whole lot. If I can find another way to get 2 chi instead of what I've got, I'll take it. I should have switched that 15 and 8. I'm a dumbass. Another mistake. I'm not a big fan of Slay the Spire. I played it. I played it for a little while. I got really into auto pets, strangely enough. Are you a big fan? Was it Can't Be Like Water? I've seen you before. I won that one. I kind of want to try that train one. That's a deck builder as well. I don't know if you've heard of that. It's something Monster Train. Let's go into the next. 1, 2, 3. We'll break through. We'll do the Cloud Sword stuff. Go and exchange here. We'll do that just to do it. We don't really need that, so let's exchange it. We need an attack that's worth a crap. Okay, so let's switch these, and then we will... that should be... Let's do that and that. These two really don't matter. Oh, really? I need to try that then. I think you might have a point. Have you played Auto Pets or any of the Auto Chess games? Because I love the Auto Chess idea where you're replacing cards and you're buying things. Like also in, I don't know, there's another game that plays very similar. I was trying to remember the name of it. I have to look on my Steam. Where these little dudes, it's almost like, looks kind of like Brotato. Attack for a lot. Minus 15. That was cool. That was cool. 11, and that gets it. Nice. I'm going to go back and play the Spire. That's actually a really good idea. I play like regular board games, and I guess I was hoping for something truer to the real, like the regular board game experience. So because of that, I probably didn't give it enough. We're gonna save that for later. I didn't give it a good enough try. We're at 25, which brings us up to 11 at the end. That's cool. I'm used to, like, for deck builder, I'm used to like Dominion. And I was hoping for something a little bit more controlling like Dominion, but maybe I could appreciate it more. Minus 15. Minus 11. Oh, so close. So close. Let's see. We'll do that. Get our free exchange, which will be here. No, we don't have the chi for that. This is 11 versus the consume. That 15 is hard to deal with. I think I'm going to keep it. We'll go forward and see. We need to get to that next phase. I'm glad for the few wins we've gotten, though. We usually don't get wins early because of the way this deck pans out. Block for... It's defense of 10. That's cool. Block the attack. I'm always happy when we actually get to use our defense. For some reason, I just don't feel like it's wasted. Bidding. What's that? Yeah, it's 15. That didn't get through. Ouch, that hurt. That got through. That's 11. Oh, close. At least we'll get to break through. 5, so we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. If we're going to get rid of something, we'll get rid of that one. Breakthrough. Okay, so we need to get rid of that. We're in the right phase, so we can start exchanging. Let me set this up like it needs to be set up. There. We just need 2 chi, which is here. And we need another attack. Intent. Has to go there. Okay, let's make some exchanges. Let's use that one to follow up into there. More exchanges. We need that sucker. More exchanges. We need Moonshade. Come on, Moonshade. We're going to keep that one. Let's go for it. If we take a loss here, I'm okay with that. Just saying that up front. I'm okay. If I take the loss, I'm alright. Nice hit. Chase into another nice hit. Not as nice as the other one, of course. Ouch. And that's going to get our last one through. Some defense. Some more defense. And that kills them. Nice. We're still in it. We need Moonshade. Come on, Moonshade. Moonshade, come on. Oh, that's so nice. You know what? We're going to trade out here. That's what we needed. Okay, so we'll put this in here. We're going to take out the intent. We'll sweep into there, and then we'll sweep into here. Let's go ahead and try for... Oh, that's so hard. That's what she said. I'm going to freaking get rid of it. It's not part of the build. I need some more Moonshade. Oh, fudge. There, sweep into there, sweep into there, sweep into there. That's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. We're somewhere in the middle. Chase. Boom. That was like 20. Chase. Oh, it's not 20. It's, what, 16? And it goes through. Now we're going to do some damage. Provided that we can get there. 6. Oh, we barely made it through. Barely. Damn. Damn, son. Moonshade, Moonshade. Just a little Moonshade is all I need. I'm going to go crazy. We'll do the 5 there, and we'll do that. That's probably a bad move. But that's what I'm doing. That is what we're doing. I need a freaking... Get another Moonshade, please. So we're looking at 5 times 5 for 25 there. And then plus 2 times 10, so 35 there. And then 25, no, 35 there, I think. 5 times 5, 25, 35, and then here we will be doing 5 plus 8 for 9. And this will be 15 plus 9, so what, 24? So let's see. Go to play mode. I didn't bother to look at what they got. I'm so excited about what I have. Oh, they have a convert chi into pain. Or is it convert hex into pain? I don't remember. It is convert hex into pain. Maybe we're faster. Ouch. Yeah, this is dangerous. We're not doing good. So close. Not quite it. We still need a little bit of more moonshade to make this happen. 1. Put that together. Cloud Dancer. Nothing. Playing against... I think we have that one. I think we've got that match. We will keep that. Let's see what this does on a higher level. The last level is 1 more intent, 1 more defense, and 1 more chi. The chi doesn't really matter. We could use some more of this Flow Cloud Chaos or Cloud Sword Wood Shade, or Cloud Sword Moon Shade. We're getting close. Well, we're not last place. We have our 1 kill. We can die once. Don't know the quality of the decks. That's, I think we have this one. They're going to go 3 intent, 5 intent. Oh, what's up, Dave? But Team Colorado's in the house. You're awake. You're awake. 9 shit tons. Yeah, I'm totally addicted to this. Like last week, I had like very little sleep. I think in a week's worth of time, I probably had 25 hours of sleep in a whole week. Maybe. Had very little sleep. And that's the match. So how you been, man? We need... Okay, so we'll exchange 1. Breakthrough. Get the tea. We need the tea. Let's exchange. Looking for stuff. We'll get to upgrade here. And... yeah, that's true. Hey, I've always been retired then. I'm not really. I'm just a night owl. I've been living on 4 hours of sleep. Like, it's been like college. It was like affecting everything. My relationship with everybody was deteriorating because I couldn't function because of the amount of sleep I was missing from this goddamn game. I'm that addicted. I am that addicted. Well, I'm not in the last place. That's something. $30, $40 damage when we get to flow. 40 plus 6, so 40, 50 damage we can get to here. These right here, 50 damage. Playing against Catwoman. Some defense. Needed it. She doesn't have defense, so there goes 50. or close to 50. Oh, there's her defense. Okay, if we can go 2 cards. Oh, that's a lot of defense. That sucked. Definitely. Who wants to be healthy? Not me. Obviously. We'll take this out. Go ahead and put those together. Let's move these over. We'll do that. We'll go ahead and exchange here. Let's see what we're going to do. We'll do that. That leads into there. The intent has to be done there. Then chase into that. And then chase into that. That's going to be a lot of damage. What's that a picture of? Is that a bear? Is that a yellow bear? A yellow alien of some type? Me and Sarah are going to talk at 10, which is your 9 on Twitch. I don't know. Oh, Pokemon. I don't know if you're going to be awake for that. I don't know if... I know you're staying up to at least 8. 9 might be too late, man. Does that mean you get to stay in? Like sleep? Or are you still waking up at the same time taking care of the dogs at 5 o'clock in the morning? I assume retirement doesn't affect that. You never struck me as someone who could go to bed after taking care of the dogs, like after waking up. I don't remember if he took naps or not. I know Jim is the nap guy. All right, here we go. So blocking, and we've got stacked ready. We have some serious attacks coming. That was over 50 damage. And that should be death right there. Oh, 5:45 in the morning? Good Lord. Yeah, I don't think you've ever taken a nap early in the morning when we've been there, but you've taken a nap, I think, late in the day, just like sitting on the couch or whatever. When we're all just not doing anything. We're all being lazy. So now we can put this in front of there because we don't have the intent. And we do that. And that's that. Let's see what he do. I'm looking forward to April, man. It's going to be great. Unfortunately, I was going to talk to you about Sarah coming, but like it wouldn't be possible anyway. Chase, do that. We've got some serious blocking. That was a lot of damage, but a lot more damage. Can we get that last attack in? And we can with a kill. Now, can we get some more Moonshade? Because that's what I'll always ask for. What we need to do is that. And keep mining and not getting what I need. That's probably a bad idea. I should probably put this in, but we're going to go with it. You know what? No, we're not. We'll do that. Yeah, true that. Oh my God. Have you been interested in any of the Haven stuff like Frost Haven or Gloomhaven. Just curious. All right, they're doing hex attacks. Are we fast enough? Oh, so close. So close. Can we get another hit in? Oh, so close. So close. We could use that. There. And that there. Really don't need that anymore. Extremely mediocre. Damn. How true it is, though. The truth hurts. It do. I'm almost mediocre. I'm extremely almost mediocre. I show up. That's the hardest part. That's the hardest part of yoga, man, is showing up. Showing up to the mat. And we got it. It's, oh my God. This is a come to Jesus moment. That'll be 6. If we go here, that'll be 4, 5, 6. It's still 6. But more defense on that front end. Let's go and exchange here. That was really nice. That was windfall that I needed. This is pretty close to the build that we wanted to do. See, look, that's very similar. We could use this Cloud Sword Roam, but, you know, we'll see. We're playing against Cat Chick. What does she have here? 67 Cultivate. We'll go first, I think. Well, let's see if we can pull it off. If we're fast enough, we can. I kind of feel like moving all this up one, taking one of these cloud shades out, but we're not going to. We're just going to go for it. Fuck it. Fuck it. I tried it out. Sarah's doing yoga, and so I'm like, well, I'll try it out to get some stretching out. I've only done one day, so yeah, it's love. If I'm doing yoga, you know it's love, and it's not the manly DDP yoga or whatever. It is regular ass yoga, and my back is sore from it. I'm turning into a damn hippie. A damn dirty hippie. I'm not going to be able to listen to Slayer anymore. And that's the win for Cat Lady. Really? Have you played it? Or by watching it? Or do you like Cat Lady as a fan? We're going to put this here. Or as a player. I don't know why I've got 2 of those. I don't need 2 of those. I barely need 1. What are we playing against here? I probably should have done that first. We're doing more damage. Maybe we can get the Hex person dead. We're going pretty fast here. Let's do that. Hopefully that change was a good change. We'll see. I think between this time and the last time we came across this character, we've got a better build. I think. Oh, nice. And we're going to get the chase. And that's so close for their death. So close. So close. Do they get one more hit? And they do, and we kill them. Scary. Scary. Welcome to mediocre world. Welcome to the land of the mediocre. I have no idea why I want to make that one better. All right, team mediocre. Oh, that sucks, man. I remember from what does Wolf says in Pulp Fiction when the dudes are like, "Do you want to ride?" And he says, "Well, we live out in," I forgot where they said they lived, and he says, "Get out of the sticks, gentlemen. Get out of the sticks." Has he improved? Or is it just the same match? It's the same match. We did it. Team mediocre for the win. For the win. Finally. You know how long I've been trying to post this damn video by getting first with this fucking deck? So the deck can do it. It's not the best deck to do it with. I've definitely had an easier time with other decks, but it could be just the meta. I don't know. Hey, Dave, are you going to be available in an hour or so, I think? Well, about an hour and a half, me and Sarah are going to come on. I'm going to get off of this and rest my back for a moment. Thanks for everyone who came by and watched. Please follow, subscribe, do all that crap. I'm on YouTube as well. We did it with the deck. How do you turn this damn thing off?